Hey my lovelies, I hope you're all doing really well. My name is Claire. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm so happy you're here. Hope you're all doing really well. I've got a beautiful, lovely, fresh cup of tea, so it's just you, me and the cards, and today we are looking at what your person wants you to know and what they don't want you to know. So we're going to be taking a look at both messages from their higher self and from their subconscious, what it is that they are hiding from you. Okay, so it's going to be juicy. Please know that my readings contain both light and shade, not to cast shade, but just to look at the shadow aspects of this connection as well. We all have a shadow side. Okay, let's take a look at the three groups. Group number one is the turquoise. Group number two is the pink flower agate, and group number three is the agate moon. So take as much time as you need to make your selection. You're welcome to pause the video if you need a little bit more time. You can meditate on the crystals, but listen to your intuition. Let your inner guide help you to choose which group is going to be right for you in your situation, and then you will get the most accurate reading, okay? But when you are ready, your timestamps are in the description box below this video. Head to your timestamp and I will see you in a moment. Hey everyone, welcome to your reading to everyone who picked group number one in this beautiful turquoise little crystal with this beautiful patination. It's really lovely. All right, let's find out what's going on with your person. I'll begin with some oracle cards and then we will jump into your tarot, see what it is that they want you to know and what it is that they also don't want you to know as well. I've not done a reading like this before, so it's quite exciting. Thank you to everyone who's following me on Instagram. It's Lumiere_mystic. You can find me over there. I don't post very often, but I do post a lot on IG stories. So if you want to see pictures of my bunny rabbits, or hear about special offers, or see pictures of the gloomy English countryside, then I am your girl. So check that out if that resonates with you. Okay, let's find out what's going on. Unconditional. Oh my goodness, your person loves you wholeheartedly. They have really strong feelings for you. This is so nice. There is unconditional love in this connection. This is someone with like an open heart chakra, somebody who I'm hearing first love as well, so it could be that you are their first true love, not necessarily their first relationship, it could be, but definitely their first true love. There is love blossoming in this connection for sure. I've never drawn this card before, this one. Is that going to come into focus? There you go. I've never drawn that card before. Very beautiful. Let's see what else is going on for you. Sidetracked. Okay, so there may be some delays in this connection. There is love here for sure. There's a definite interest, there's definite emotions in this connection, but it feels like your person has been sidetracked. Okay, so maybe and this has caused some kind of delay in your connection, in the kind of unfolding of this. Could be their kind of life responsibilities. It could be a third party energy. We will take a look and see what comes out, but something has kind of distracted them, or they haven't got like the time or the energy to put into this connection that they need to in order to kind of make this connection happen or to make it successful. Okay, I'm seeing there's fireworks on this card, so fireworks may be a sign for you. You may hear them or see fireworks sometime over the next few days. That's spirit connecting with you about this this connection. Right, we have the card Sanctuary as well. So I'm hearing that your person really feels like you are a very safe space, okay? I feel like you have very grounded energy. You may like to spend time in nature or at the beach or in the woods or hiking or walking your dog or something like this. There's just something about you which is very, very authentic, very grounding, okay? And your person finds that very magnetic, okay? So they see you as a sanctuary, someone who they can really be authentic with, who they can talk to about what's kind of really on their mind, what's really in their heart, in a way that is very unguarded, okay, in a way that they don't talk to anybody else, okay? So this feels like a very it feels like proper romance. It feels like a very kind of sweet kind of love that is coming from them, that they've got a very open heart space, that they're a good person. Okay, but I feel like I'm hearing back burner, so I feel like maybe for some of you this connection has been put on the back burner or put on hold for some reason because they've got work responsibilities or some sort of family responsibilities. I'm hearing death in the family, so if that's the case, it's something you already know about, that perhaps somebody that someone in their family has passed over. and they're having to deal with that, you know, or to support somebody with that, or it has taken its toll on them. Even if it was a little while ago, it's kind of taken a toll on their heart or on their emotions and on their mind, okay? So there are different scenarios there. It's just a general reading. Anxiety. I really feel like your person cares a lot about what you think of them, right? About their behavior, about what you think about them. They get very anxious about kind of being rejected or being abandoned or saying the wrong thing or kind of displeasing you or kind of stepping out of line. What I'm hearing as well is that they fear crossing your boundaries, right? So accidentally, right? They feel like a really good person. They don't want to do that. They may be just quite anxious naturally, or maybe suffer from anxiety or depression, or somebody in this connection does, okay? Creativity, very beautiful. I feel like you both have really lovely qualities that you bring, like you kind of making a good job of your human experience is what I'm hearing. So may feel like it may be the case that you have kind of creative pursuits in common. Maybe you like to do the same thing. You know, it could be music or art, or you like the same artists or something like this. You know, the kind of stuff that you're into is the same that they are into, right? And those things might be quite obscure, right? Or not everybody's into them, you know, not really kind of mainstream is what I'm hearing. So, but also just there's a lot of creativity in this connection. You spark a lot of ideas in one another to kind of try new things, to do new things, to go down new roads, new avenues, right? To explore, right? To kind of go on adventures, right? So there's an expansive quality here for you both when you connect to one another. I feel like it's very healthy. So yeah, you sort of bring a creative side out to your person and vice versa, right? To be fluid, you know, creativity is very fluid, like a lot of inspiration, right, for whatever it is that they do, or just to live a creative life. You don't necessarily have to be artistic. You can just be into the arts or into creative things, or just want to lead a very creative life through self-expression, right? Through the way that you decorate your home, through cooking, right? Through making jokes. It's all kind of creativity, right? You know, sharing humor with people, right? Let's find out what's going on from the tarot. So I see that this is a connection that they have invested in. They're very attracted to you. I feel like there is this energy here where it has been kind of put on hold, okay? So you've spent time together, you've invested in one another. Your person is definitely invested in you, okay? But there is more motivation here, more energy in this connection to take this further, okay? This is what I'm seeing, to kind of progress with this, to take it to the next level, right, is what I'm seeing. Your person, I don't know whether they're very romantic, but there's just this energy that they like to do things properly, right? And if they don't have the bandwidth for this connection right now, or for you, or to do things properly, or to really show up for you, then they tend to back away a little bit like this. So is what I'm saying. But there's like a lot of motivation from your person to kind of continue to put work in, to continue to invest in this, to continue to move forward with this, to kind of expand this, to see where it goes, okay? Which I think is really nice. Again, strong energies, that they're very grounded. I feel like there's an 11-11 here, so that may be a sign for you in your connection. You may have met this person kind of quite close to home, like a friend of a friend, friend of the family, friend of a cousin, something like this, or just from like your neighborhood, right? Again, there's this energy where they feel like they're a very stable person and they find you a very stable energy to be in. I feel like you match each other really well in that respect, that you're both very authentic, you're both very grounded, right? I feel like you know each other really well. You may kind of be childhood sweethearts, or go back a long way, or have like a long history together, or your families know each other, right? For some of you, not for all of you. I feel like there's been some I'm getting a couple of messages coming through. They're a little bit different, but it's just a general reading, so you can take what resonates. But I feel like for some of them, there's been some difficulty around their home life or their family life, where they may have experienced a loss or a bereavement, like we were talking about, and this has distracted them from this connection, or they haven't had the bandwidth for it. Okay, these could even just be like a financial loss or a job loss, financial struggles that they have been experiencing. But it's something that they are healing from, they're making the best of it. It's something that they're overcoming. Okay, for some of you, I feel like there's been some sort of disagreement or argument, but I feel like it is, I'm hearing storm in a teacup, right? So something that is quite it isn't serious. It may feel very painful, it may feel serious, but Spirit is saying it isn't serious. This is something that you can forgive and forget, is what I'm hearing. This is something where you can, maybe you feel very angry at the time, or you feel very hurt or upset at the time, but it's something, it's a misunderstanding, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So I feel like for some of you, there may have been a misunderstanding around something in your life, perhaps to do with your home life, or kind of living together, or just something that you treasure that is very kind of important to you. Okay, that is what values, is what I'm hearing. So it's kind of like something to do with like one of your values, or your values in general, that perhaps you disagreed about. So like a disagreement, a misunderstanding, feels like a tiff, something like this. So that may be there in your energy frequency that I'm picking up on. Excuse me, I'm gonna have some tea. I must talk a bit slower. When I'm channeling, a lot of energy comes up through me, and it's very intense, and then I find that I'm kind of talking a little bit too quickly. Right, let's find out what it is that they want you to know. Oh my goodness, so 4-4 or 4-4-4 may be a sign for you. They feel like this connection is very magical, okay? And I feel like they want to ask you for more time, right? They see that this connection has a lot of potential. They really want to make it work. They feel the spark of attraction. They feel like this is magic, and that this is something that has got a long-term potential. But there's this energy with them where they're just like, can you wait for me? It feels like a connection that's on pause. You know, we've talked about this a lot now. Right, maybe they've needed some space, maybe they're kind of not coping, maybe they've got other stuff on their plate, something like this. They're holding on to you, they treasure you, is what I'm hearing, right? But there is this energy here whereby perhaps you're in no contact, or there's just a strong energy where they're holding on to you, but they need some space. Okay, they need some time, or they need some space, and they want you to know this. It's like they're asking you, you know, can you give me this opportunity just to sort this out, or to get clear about this, or to figure out what I want, right? And not have any pressure while I do that, so that I can just feel into my own energy and not have that clouded by your energy. So they need like a little bit of a break from things, and it's not because they don't love you or they don't care about you. So they're really hoping that you can wait for them. If you have been on a break, or you've been separated for whatever reason, they're trying to manifest you back, and they want you to know this, okay? They may not realize that that's what they're doing, but I sense that they are, right? I sense that they're kind of getting into manifestation. They're watching kind of manifestation videos on YouTube, right, to find out what it's all about, or kind of reading something. But I'm hearing that they're definitely watching manifestation videos or law of attraction videos on YouTube, and they're just like, yeah, this is something that can help me. So they want this to be in right alignment, is what I'm sensing. They feel like you've put a spell on them as well, like they can't let you go. So if there has been some distance or separation, you're still very much in that energy, and they want you to know that they feel like they're under your spell, okay? So that's kind of magical. Let's see what else. All right then, so I see Capricorn's energy here really strongly. You may be dealing with a Pisces as well. What they don't want you to know is that they are obsessed with you, okay? They are very, very like strongly drawn to you, okay? You're really in your energy. Excuse me, you are really in their energy field. You've kind of taken over their mind, okay? You are all that they can think about. They are just, they feel a very strong attachment to you, okay? is what I'm seeing here, but they do not want you to know this. I feel like there's like a strong intuitive connection between you as well. You know, you may be psychic, you may be an empath, something like this. They feel like you, and what they don't want you to know this, is that you're a very good person, right? They see your light, right? They're drawn to your light, the beauty that you have, the kind of light that you shine in the world. Maybe you're a healer, maybe you're an empath, a light worker, a starseed, something like this. They feel like you're in your shadow is what I'm hearing. So there's something here about your light, but they feel like they are in your shadow, right? This is what they sense a little bit, like from their kind of shadow side, their kind of subconscious side, is that they feel like they're in your shadow a little bit, but they're very drawn to your light. They see you as elevated. They find you very magnetic. I see this here, right? They are obsessed with you. They don't want you to know that because they feel like it would look like too needy, right? That they have this kind of need for you, this needy energy, right? There's something that you give them. There's something here about communication, that they want you to call them, or it doesn't mean that you should, or that they enjoy getting a call from you. They feel very bound up to your energy in a way that makes them feel like a little bit out of control, something like this. And also they just feel like there's something about this connection. You're very pure, is what I'm seeing, or you're very pure of heart. I feel like you're very discerning, right, as a person when it comes to love, when it comes to who you give your heart to. And there's something in their shadow self where they feel like they have some negative attachments or some limiting beliefs, or like a shadow part of themselves which is unlovable, and they just feel like if you knew this about them, or if you saw this in them, or knew about this side of them, right? It could be like an unhealthy habit, something that they're into, or something from their past that they've done that they're not particularly proud of. They're just like, it's positive because whatever this thing is, right, whether it's something from their past that they're not proud of, or something that they regret, or something, an addiction or something like this, what's good is that they recognize it, and having you in their life, and this beautiful light that you shine has really illuminated it for them, and illuminated that they've got to sort this out, right? That they've got to level up, that they can't just be treading water, that they can't be going on like this, that they can't continue down this same path, because it's going to lead to like destruction or self-sabotage, or just like them not fulfilling their potential, right, is what I'm seeing. So you have been like an incredible like messenger to them in that way. Okay, they may not describe it in that way, but this is how they feel, right? Under the surface, their subconscious energies, this is how they feel. Your presence has made them, this is very powerful as well. This is like a powerful like shift and expansion in their consciousness that has happened as a result of meeting you and spending time with you and getting to know you and all of this. Okay, so is what I'm seeing. So that is kind of super interesting. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, they have a lot of anxiety about being rejected. They see that you're very discerning, that you don't give your heart to just anybody, right? And they see that, and that really kind of elevates you in their eyes, right? That makes you like very high value to them, okay? But they feel like because you're so high value, if you knew this about them, if you knew that about this darker side of them, or this thing that they feel ashamed of, that you wouldn't want to pursue this, or that you wouldn't love them, or that you wouldn't be interested in them. So also what they don't want you to know is that they have a strong fear of rejection. You are very discerning, right? They know that you wouldn't date just anybody, and that they're very lucky that you've shown them interest and spent time with them and all of this, okay? So but they have this strong fear, and it creates a lot of anxiety for them. It's something that kind of bubbles away under the surface of of being abandoned, right? Of being rejected, of being cut out of your life, out of the warmth of your life, of your energy, of your embrace, something like this, okay? I feel like they may have had quite a harsh female figure in their life when they were younger. Could be a sister, a mother, an auntie, a grandmother, something like this. And this is something that really haunts them, that that person was very dismissive of them, right? Or very sharp, okay? And they were never able to connect to that person, right? And they have this as a limiting belief in their energy. So they're always kind of afraid of being cut off, of being dismissed, of being abandoned, okay? I'm hearing inner child as well, so this is like their inner child wound. They don't want you to know about this. This is something that maybe they haven't recognized in themselves, they don't understand about themselves. It's a kind of pattern, right? Okay, so you may be dealing with Libra or Aquarius, possibly a Gemini as well, maybe a Pisces. I've got more Pisces energy coming out. We've got the King and the Queen of Swords showing up here, so that is a pair, but it feels like, you know, they're quite analytical, quite cold, okay? So what your person wants you to know is that they're sometimes not very good at expressing themselves, and this can result in misunderstandings or arguments or kind of distance in things, okay? And they recognize this and they want you to know this. Like sometimes two things, like sometimes the way they say things doesn't come out in the way that they intended, okay? Or just that they don't express things. They feel them, they think it in their mind, but they forget to say it out loud. It could be because they're more introverted, something like this, and that this can sometimes cause misunderstandings or kind of a breakdown in communication. But what they want you to know is that they do care about you very deeply, and that they do have strong feelings for you, okay? And they're just like, yeah, I know that I don't always get it right. I know that I make mistakes. I know that I say the wrong thing. I know that I don't express myself. I know that I don't tell you that I love you, right? And they recognize and they want you to know that this sometimes causes problems, you know, and that they sometimes, I'm hearing that they put their foot in it, right? In terms of kind of saying the wrong thing. But none of it comes from a bad place, all right? They're just kind of, they're maybe not used to expressing their feelings. Maybe they come from a background whereby expressing your feelings verbally was laughed at or dismissed or frowned upon, right? Something like this. So they're kind of not used to being open in that way, because I just feel like in their past, when they did that, they were kind of punished for it emotionally, okay? So they kind of don't do that, and it's like maybe they don't have the interpersonal skills or something like this, but it's something that it's really beautiful because it's something that they're willing to learn, right? This is what I'm getting. They want to be able to do this, and they want you to know that they're doing the best that they can with what they've got. So with the skills that they've got, with the kind of life lessons that they've had, from the background that they come from, they're doing the best that they can, okay? And that may be a bit clumsy is what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? Maybe a little bit clumsy sometimes how that comes out, or how they express themselves, or that they come across as a little bit cold or distant, and it isn't their intention, all right? Let's see what else. Yeah, this is a powerful connection. This is you get the sun and the moon next to each other. Let me show you. Divine masculine, divine feminine. You are divine counterparts. You and this person are divine counterparts. You are like connected soul to soul, destined to meet each other in this life. You are soulmates, probably twin flames as well. I'm really seeing that here in this connection, right? Is what I'm seeing. So I see this, you perfectly complement each other in your own way. You've got the divine masculine and the divine feminine showing up here in this connection. So I feel like there's going to be more clarity coming in for you in this connection. What was hidden is going to be revealed. So if you're going through a dark time or a difficult time, or you're experiencing like some of those fears about the future, about this connection, have really come to the surface, I feel like there are going to be solutions to these problems, that like everything's going to be okay, that you're going to be able to talk about this, that you're going to be able to express those emotions, those feelings. I feel like they're going to talk to you, right? They really want to communicate with you, and they're going to communicate with you about their fears, or that you are going to be able to communicate with them and really kind of set their mind at rest, okay? about this, but I feel like they're very decided on you, right? There may have been a time in this connection whereby they needed to make a decision about the future of this connection. That could be now, because we're looking at the future energies, but I feel that they are choosing you, and what I'm hearing is because you are their person, all right? So yeah, this is what they want you to know as well, that you are their divine counterpart, and from the higher self they recognize you as such. So I feel like your souls recognize each other. They may have felt very familiar to you when you first met them, you know, that beautiful energy of recognition when you first met, which is why maybe I was picking up on that energy that you've kind of that you go way back. So when I say that, if it's not resonating for this lifetime, it could be a past life thing where you're kind of cycling back into each other's lives. So but I definitely feel like this is two people who are playing it a little bit cool, that are trying to keep it on the down low a little bit, but you recognize each other. This is a potent, powerful connection, right? And there is nobody else, is what I'm hearing as well, right, for them. And they know this. This is something else that they want you to know, that there is nobody else for them, because you are their person. They are your person, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see if we can get some messages for you. It's not the right time. So we see that here where they're just like, they don't quite have the bandwidth for this. They need a little bit of time to think things through, to kind of sort out other factors in their life. I'm hearing that it's like, for some of them, they might be making an excuse, like, because their depth of feeling for you is so strong, right? They may have pushed you a little bit away, or just being like, oh, I'm very busy at work, or I've got things to do, and they're not willing to take that step to be vulnerable and to kind of fully open their heart to you. And it's kind of like, it feels like they're out of their depth, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So they may be kind of, for some, not for all. I mean, it could be a genuine timing issue, or they could just be like, oh no, I'm really busy, this isn't the right time, I've got a lot on at work. And you're just like, oh, we're playing that game, are we? And yet you know that they care about you, and you know that they have feelings for you, and you know that they're attracted to you, and you know that they're invested in this. If that's resonating with you, this is them triggered out of their fears, okay? They've got a trigger that's come up, and they've just taken a step back from it, or tried to push you away at arm's length a little bit, just to kind of settle their emotions, settle their feelings. But I think if you allow them to do that, allow their feelings to come up and to process that in a way that is very holistic, right, and compassionate, then they will be able to sort through that, okay? That's what I'm sensing from Spirit. I couldn't see your worth. So I feel like this is just a message saying, look, I didn't recognize that you were my divine counterpart when I met you. I didn't know who you were. I think maybe you knew quite early on, but they didn't know who you were, or kind of how special you are to them, right? And how significant you are to them in their life and in their journey when they first met you, okay? So, but this is something that they are definitely awakened to now. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, my feelings for you are growing. This is the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, one of the Lumiere decks. My feelings for you are growing. We see that here. Definitely a lot of flirtation in this connection, and I saw that from like the first opening cards as well with your tarot, is that this is something that's developing, and there's a lot of impetus, a lot of motivation to kind of carry this forward ultimately, right? Please listen to my side. I think they're afraid of kind of opening up to you and being truthful a little bit. I feel like they sometimes, because they don't express themselves very well or fully, or they kind of hold things back a little bit about what it is that they're thinking and feeling for fear of being judged, right? There is that energy here of kind of wanting to be heard, of wanting to be understood. I know that you're doing your best to do that, and that you are holding space for them to do that when it feels comfortable for them. So yeah, I see that here. Let's go with this one. See what else we have for you. So there's this energy with them where they quite often are misunderstood by people because of the way that they express themselves. This creates a lot of frustration for them, okay? Integrity. So nice. This is someone who's got a lot. I said that this was a good person. This is someone with a lot of integrity, who's very grounded, who wants to do the right thing, okay? So if they've hurt you in any way, I feel like it is unintentional. And it isn't something that they've meant to do, okay? It's something where they really want to stay within their integrity, you know, and act out of their integrity because that is what feels good to them, okay? Right, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been super juicy. Let me know how it resonates down in the comments. You know, I love to hear from you. It's gone super gloomy out there. I am not even sure that you can still see me, but I am here. If you want someone to look into your situation a little bit deeper, if you've got questions like, is this my twin flame? Are we going to be together? Are they in my future? Will we get married? What are the blocks? Will they reach out to me? Any of this, I do recommend getting a personal reading. Keen are offering Lumiere subscribers their first reading for just $1.99. So you get a 10-minute reading with the psychic of your choice for just $1.99. It's a really amazing deal. It's the best deal out there. And they give a satisfaction guarantee. So, but remember the rules, choose someone with a 5-star rating and lots of experience. So if you want a personal reading with Keen, check out the details. They are linked in the description box below this video. But I'm sending you lots of love and blessings. I look forward to seeing you again soon. You take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 2. This is the pink flower agate. It's very special. Right, beautiful patination in that crystal. Let's take a look, find out what it is that your person, how they feel about you, the energy surrounding this connection, right? What it is that they want you to know and what it is that they don't want you to know as well. So we'll start with some oracle cards and then we'll jump into your tarot. Thank you to everyone who has followed me on Instagram. It's Lumiere_mystic. So I mainly post on IG stories over there. So if you want to see bunnies, if you want to hear about special offers, if you want to see pictures of the gloomy English countryside where I live, then I'm your girl. You can find that all over on my Instagram. I just also want to apologise for the incredibly heavy rain. It is going to pick up on the audio. There's nothing I can do about it. I just had a look at the weather app and the rain's going to go on for a couple of hours. So it's pretty much a big storm going on out there. So yeah, there's not much I can do. But let's take a look, find out chemistry. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this fire burning. There is passion in this connection. I feel like you're both as passionate as each other. Your person has strong desire for you. Okay, this is super passionate. This is like an electric connection between you. There's like a strong magnetic attraction, very strong spark, right? This is something that cannot be ignored. These kind of feelings, maybe they just make you just feel like, oh my goodness, my hormones are all over the place, this person's making me feel crazy, right? They desire you, okay? They have strong desire for you, okay? They find you very magnetic, very attractive, okay? Let's see what else is going on. The chase. Oh my goodness. This is passionate, you guys. I feel like this is like a very sort of exciting sort of connection between you and your person. There may be a runner-chaser dynamic here, whether it's twin flame or not. This person may have pursued you, or they may be in the process of pursuing you, right, to kind of chase you down, to win you over. But definitely a lot of flirtation here, a magnetic attraction, lots and lots of desire, strong sexual chemistry between you both as well, like you both find each other equally attractive. So yeah, let's find out. One person is chasing the other, is what I'm sensing as well. They can't stay away from you, is what I'm hearing. Let's see what else we've got. Emotional whirlwind. Yes, I'm not surprised to see this. This feels like, it's just like the intensity of it. It feels potent, right? It feels delicious, but those kind of meetings, right, those kind of connections often come with a lot of emotional ups and downs. They can be like, we can learn a lot about ourselves from these kind of things, but I feel like this is like you've taken over each other's energy, each other's minds, each other's lives, right? You're kind of in each other's energy field. So there may be a lot of drama in this connection is what I want to say. It feels like a bit of a whirlwind romance, but just maybe a lot of drama, okay? It feels like when it's good, it's really good, and when it's bad, it's really bad, and it's just like, it's all extremes is what I want to say, right? With this connection, if this is for you, if this is your message, okay? If it isn't your message, then choose one of the other groups if you were drawn to one of the other groups. Spirit does want to connect with you today. Okay, let's find out what else is going on for you. Only you. You are the only one who does it for them. This is what I want to say. We've got beautiful pink flowers on here. So pink, you know, kind of very romantic floral flowers, maybe a sign for you in this connection as well. So only you. So it's only you that does it for them like this. This is like, they don't feel this way about anybody else. Is what I want to say. Nobody else does it for them like you do. Okay. Distance. I feel like maybe there's a bit of a push-pull dynamic here. They may be keeping their distance from you. You may have like be in a period of separation with this person right now, or they may be keeping an emotional distance. This could be more of a sexual connection, more of a physical connection, right? And so they're keeping a bit of an emotional distance, but we will see what it is that they've got to reveal when we jump into your tarot. Listening. Okay, you're getting a lot of intuitive messages when we get this card, right? So you want to listen to your intuition. When it comes to this connection, I feel like you have a very strong psychic connection with one another as well. It's just a strong connection across the board is what I'm feeling, but I feel like you have the same triggers, right, with one another. You feel the same. You can pick up on each other's emotions, what each other is thinking. All right, but if you're not sure about what's going on here, if you're like, I don't understand their behavior, I don't know what's going on with them, right, excuse me, listen to your intuition, okay? Let that inner voice guide you, okay? It will not lead you astray. Just in a quieter moment, you know, away from distractions and social media and stuff like this, Spirit will speak to you about this connection. Let's see what else is going on here between you and your person. Yeah, your person is checking you out on social media. I really feel like your person is scoping you out, is what I'm sensing. I feel like you may have met online as well, is what I'm feeling for some of you, in which case you may not have known each other very well. I feel like this moved very, very quickly, okay? And now it feels like it's crashed and burned, right, for some of you. There's just a case that maybe it was too much too soon, or that it moved too quickly, didn't have a very solid foundation in this connection, and now there's this energy where something's, because it hasn't been built on a solid foundation, something's undermined it, or the communication or the connection has broken down, particularly the communication. It feels like for some of you, I'm getting a message that they sent you a message, or that you were talking or connecting over social media, and like it has created a rift or an argument or a misunderstanding because you weren't talking in person, right? Or maybe it was all online and you're just like, I want to take this offline into real life, and they didn't want to, is another kind of sign that I'm getting here. But the strongest message that I'm getting is this was like too much too soon, like it moved like too quickly because you were kind of swept up in the kind of the romance of it all, or the passion of it all, and that it kind of has just like fizzled out, or just been like too much intense emotion to be sustainable, is what I want to say, okay, from your person. So, or you found out something that you didn't know about them via the internet. I'm getting that message as well, like something that you didn't know about their romantic situation or their past or who they really were, right? I feel like you received a message from somebody about something that was going on with them, which like was not okay with you and crossed your boundaries, and like has caused like a breakdown in this connection as well for some of you. Let's see what else is going on. Huh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got the King and the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands coming out here. You guys, this reading has a very particular essence, a very particular flavor to it. So you could be dealing with a Leo, maybe Aries, Sagittarius as well. I knew that this was going to have a lot of fire in it, right? Maybe you've got a lot of fire in your chart, maybe your person has, but like, or you're just picking up on those fiery energies between you. So much passion. You're like, when you get a connection like this, it is electric, it is magnetic. When it's good, it's really good. And when it's bad, it's just really crappy, right? But, so you've got the King and the Queen of Wands. So yeah, you are a pair, right? You are a power couple, right? You are two of a kind, but you are two of a kind who are not on the same page right now. This is two people who are not on the same page about the situation, about kind of... I'm hearing that you don't know where you stand with this person, right? Is what I'm getting as well. I'm feeling like you just don't know where you stand. I feel like this connection was maybe just strictly sexual, that you're dealing with somebody, or that you're dealing with somebody who is just a player or is hot and cold, in and out of your life, you know, comes to you when it suits them. They may be using you. Please be careful of this. We'll explore this a little bit further, right? This is someone who's maybe not acting out of their integrity as well. So I see the allure here, you know, it is very electric, it is very exciting, you know, but we've got the King of Wands who's electric and the Queen of Wands who's magnetic as well. So yeah, both of those, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, your divine counterparts here, you know, they cannot stay away from you. They find you absolutely magical and attractive and delicious and all of these things, okay? So they cannot stay away from you, but it just feels like there's no integrity here, there's no follow through, there's nothing very grounded. You may be dealing with someone who's a bit of a player. Okay, let's see what else. Or someone who can't commit. I'm getting non-committal, and this way may be why you're like not on the same page with one another. Oh my goodness, they want you to know, right? I see Aquarius energy here. They want you to know that they see you as very elevated, okay? They want you to know that you are helping them to heal, right? That they see you as just a cut above the rest, like completely elevated. They have you up on the pedestal. They see you as like just different, right? Very unique and very different to anybody else that they've ever met. This is how they see you, and they want you to know that they're willing to fight for this. Okay, they're just like, they have a lot of passionate energy for you. They don't want to let you go, right? They're hopeful that you're still interested in them. They see your value. They see everything that you have to offer, that you've got a lot going on in your own life, right? And that they love you, right? That they're willing to kind of fight for this love. And just like, and they want to know if you can forgive them as well. This is something else that's coming out in your reading. They want to know if you can offer them forgiveness for whatever, for the way that they've been showing up. But they see you as very, very unique and very special in your energy. Okay, so it isn't just your physical attributes that they're into, or the way you look, the way that you show up, your body, whatever. They see greater depth there. Okay, they do see your character. They do see that you are intuitive, that you are a healer, that you're a very special person. I feel like you may be a light worker or an empath, starseed, right? And they're drawn to your light. We had a similar message come up in group number 1, so there are some themes for the collective here, but it had a different feeling quality to it for me. So I see Virgo energy here as well. Let's see what else. They don't want you to know that they feel like they've effed up, right? By showing up as a player, right? By showing up as this person who's just like, I don't want labels, I just want friends with benefits, or let's just keep it casual, or they're just like with this player energy, right? They don't want you to know that they do realize that they're hurting you. They feel like you're too good for them. And maybe that's the truth. But we can see. So they recognize this. They recognize that you are too good for them. And this is what's in their energy field as their shadow. Okay? And they don't want you to know this. That they feel like you are too good for them because you are a good person, because you are open-hearted, because you are loving, because you're giving. Perhaps you overextend yourself as well to try and make things work and to please people, right? That you give too much of yourself. They know that they don't want you to know that they are aware that they have taken advantage of you, taken advantage of your goodness, of your good nature, right? Of your kind of inner beauty, right? They don't want you to know that they feel shame, right? For how they've treated you and how they behave and how they show up for this. They hate themselves sometimes for doing this. They feel disappointed in how things have turned out. They feel very disappointed in themselves, right? They don't want you to know this either. They know that they can do better and they feel disappointed in themselves. Sorry, the lighting keeps changing because of the weather, so I just had to adjust my camera settings. So there's a strong energy here where they're just like, they're stuck in a pattern of their own negative beliefs, their own kind of negative behavior, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to get different results, but they end up getting the same results. And there's just something here where they're just like, they're frustrated and they're angry with themselves because they've been unable to change. Okay, they know that what they're doing creates a bad outcome or doesn't create the best outcome or hurts other people, and yet what I'm hearing is that they don't know how to change. Okay, this is like their MO, this is kind of how they show up for connections and for life and for relationships, and they don't know how to be any different. And maybe that you're quite attracted to their shadow side of them as well, that it helps you to explore your shadow, or just like it's a bit of a case of your lightness and their darkness kind of being drawn to each other. They like the light, you like to explore the dark a little bit. That is human nature. There's no judgment from me here about that. Yeah, they keep doing the same things and expecting to get a better result, and they can't, and they don't know how to change. And they don't want you to know that because they're just like, well, then they're going to see me as pathetic or not good enough or inadequate, right? They fear like being inadequate as well. That's why they won't let anybody get close to them, because they fear inadequacy or being made to feel inadequate or kind of showing up in a way that's inadequate. Two queens here showing up in your reading, so that may be a sign for you. In your connection, I see Aquarius, Libra energy here, as well as Cancer, Pisces energy. That's what I'm seeing. So they feel like you've called to each other, right? This is why you're in each other's energy. You've kind of, excuse me, repeating myself. You've kind of manifested each other. I don't think you've meant to, but there's just, you know, like you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. There's something here that is complementary, okay? But there is a push-pull dynamic here where they've been kind of called to you. They've been very attracted to your good nature, to your light, to your beauty, the way that you listen to them, right? Is what I'm seeing. They do have love for you in their hearts, but they struggle to kind of express that and to connect to it, is what I'm seeing here in your reading, okay? And so when feelings start to develop, they tend to kind of cut people off or cut people out. You know, maybe they ghost, maybe they start acting distant, something like this. They see the magic in this connection. There is a strong spark of attraction and feelings have started to develop. But it's just like when those feelings start to develop, they tend to cut it off. They're just like, or then they start like self-sabotaging or kind of acting a little bit crazy. And you're just like, why are you doing this? It was so good between us. There's so much potential here. And yet, again, they don't know how to change. It's quite sad. It's kind of Just let me grab this deck. It's just kind of what it is that they do. It's what it is that they've always done. They need to find a way out of this pattern, okay? But they do have the, and you know this, they do have the capacity to love. They do love you. And again, you know this, your intuition tells you. And yet they won't speak of it, or they go no contact, or they cut you off just as things are getting really good, or you feel like you're getting closer to them. That's what I'm sensing. Yeah, I feel like this connection can move forward. I do feel like there's a lot of flirtation here. I feel like there is, that the love that they have for you has really taken them by surprise. Okay, they've connected to feelings that they weren't expecting to have for you, that they weren't expecting to have in this situation. And this has made them feel like they, a couple of things. It's made them feel a little bit unbalanced, like emotionally. And kind of overwhelmed emotionally, and it's also put them on the defensive a little bit. Excuse me, I see that throughout your reading, that they're slightly on the defensive. They're kind of trying to defend their own behaviour, which probably hasn't been the best. If you're resonating with this reading, they're trying to defend you know, trying to protect themselves a little bit, put like a barrier up. Okay, I do see them messaging you. Right, if you are hoping that they'll connect with you or message you, I feel them coming towards you, right? This could be physical if this is a long distance connection. I feel like they are going to come towards you, you know, to actually be physically closer to you, to kind of connect to love. I feel like the love that they have is developing, that it's quite delicate, right? In some way it needs kind of nurturing, is what I'm seeing here. But yeah, these loving feelings have taken them by surprise. Maybe they're more used to being a player type energy, or just kind of being a badass, or showing up in that way of like, no one gets to me, no one can hurt me, no one can affect me, but you have affected them, okay? They're just like, you are so attracted, so attractive to them, so magical to them. So I see them being able to, I feel like if there's a problem, I feel like a solution's going to be found, but I definitely see them wanting to come towards you and message you and kind of talk about how they feel, or kind of express feelings or emotions to you in their own way, okay? And they're trying to decide as well whether they should do that, right? That's what I'm saying. If this is resonating with you, they're trying to make this decision as to, they're like in two minds, is what I'm hearing, about like whether or not they should tell you that they love you, about whether or not they should kind of send you a message, whatever it is. They're in two minds about it, because they're like, on the one hand, I really want to experience her energy or his energy and like connect with you, and on the other hand, it's going to make me look weak, or it's going to make me look vulnerable, or like, I feel like they've just got, they've got a very, very vulnerable side to them. They don't want you to know this, right? Just like all of this is bravado. All of this is a mask. All of this being a player, messing people around. It just isn't their true self. And you know this, right? This is, you see their true self, and you know that this isn't their genuine self. And you've kind of exposed that a little bit. So it's just like this energy of like, it's now or never, is what I'm hearing, of just like, am I going to do this? Am I going to be this person for the rest of my life? Just being superficial, messing around on the surface of things? Or am I going to take this risk? Or not even a risk, just like, am I going to try something new? Am I going to like try being authentic for a change, right? Let's see what else we've got. Let's see what messages they have for you. I miss seeing you around. So I feel like maybe they don't spend as much time with you as they used to, or you're just talking over social media, you don't see each other, perhaps you're in no contact, but your person really misses you. They miss your energy. Yeah, it's safer to keep all this in my head. This is the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, one of the Lumiere decks. If you're interested, yeah. So this is someone like all of their neuroses, all of their perceived weaknesses, all of their self-doubt, they just keep it all under wraps. They're not sharing it with you. Like it's all hidden under this very carefully curated persona. But you see the real them, right? You've seen it. Like people can't act like that all the time. It's too exhausting. So you're close enough to this person to see the real them. Let's see what else. I treasure our time together, you see. So your person sees you as very magical, very special. The time that you spend together is, they're drawn to you, you're very magnetic, and the time that you spend together is like very potent and is very special to your person, okay? Right, it's been an interesting reading. It's been super juicy. Let me know how it resonates down in the comments. Remember to follow me on Instagram if you want to find out about all the things, to be kept in the loop of all things Lumiere. If you want someone to connect to your own energy and really answer your questions like, is this my twin flame? Are we going to be together? How can we get through these blocks? Will they commit to me? Then I recommend a personal reading. Keen are offering Lumiere subscribers a 10-minute reading for just $1.99 if you are new to the platform. They've got amazingly gifted psychics over there. They can really help you and answer your questions. So check out that deal if it resonates. They offer a satisfaction guarantee as well. But remember the rules. Choose someone with a 5-star rating and lots of experience on the Keen platform. It's all linked in the description box. But I'm sending you lots of love. I look forward to seeing you again soon. You take care. Bye-bye. Hey there, my lovelies. Thank you so much for being here. This is for group number 3 and everyone who picked this beautiful, pretty little agate moon. Okay, let's take a look, find out what it is your person wants you to know and what it is that they don't want you to know. That's too many. Too many. And the energy surrounding this connection as well. Okay, so I cannot wait to do this for you. Thank you to everyone who has supported me over on Instagram. It's Lumiere_mystic. If you want to check out my IG stories, I've got pictures of the English countryside, pictures of my bunny rabbits, and also I do all my special offers over there as well. On my books and meditations and subliminals. So if you want to check that out, that is where you can find it. But let's take a look, find out what's going on with your person. Rejection. Okay, so I sense that there's been some rejection in this connection. Maybe they've rejected you, maybe you've rejected them. We will explore it further. It could just be a fear of rejection that they have in their energy field. So we will explore this, find out what it's all about. Misunderstood. I feel like there's been a misunderstanding in this connection. That your person may feel like they're in a bit of victim consciousness, that perhaps they feel like they're a kind of misunderstood sort of person, like that they're a loner, that nobody understands them. And this can cause like some disconnection from people from time to time. It can cause them to feel a little bit sorry for themselves, right? That nobody understands them, that you don't understand them, that nobody gets them, right? Is what I'm sensing. I feel like if you have rejected them, then this is like a mirror of their own inner rejection of themselves. There's parts of themselves that they cannot accept or cannot love, and then they see rejection in the outer world, you know, in their 3D experience, as above, so below, okay? If this is resonating with you, let's see, clinging. Okay, so I feel like there's some kind of energy here, kind of holding on to the past, holding on to the good times, something like this was really, we need to always kind of move forward and raise the vibration. It's a lot of kind of, you know, looking at these cards, they seem a bit bleak. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's all just a bit grey, a bit monotone. So it feels like somebody in this connection is in quite a low vibrational bleak space, maybe suffering from anxiety or depression, or that this connection is going through a little bit of, I'm hearing dark night of the soul. Okay, so maybe this connection is going through like a difficult, challenging phase, right? Or that somebody in this connection is going through a dark night of the soul. Okay, I feel like then maybe somebody in this connection who is hoping to be rescued as well, is what I'm sensing. Like instead of taking personal responsibility or self-responsibility for raising their vibration, sorting things out, they're hoping that the other person or somebody else or whatever it is going to rescue them from their feelings, from these kind of strong emotions that they have, okay? Or from this kind of state that they are in right now. We have the card history. I am hearing history repeated as well. So this could be like that you have history together with this person. This could be somebody from the past, right, that you're dealing with, that you've got a lot of history of like being together and not being together, or have known each other for a long time, that this is an ongoing story, this connection. Remember, these are just general readings, so take what resonates and always leave the rest behind. That is not for you, right? The messages that resonate are the messages that Spirit wants to share with you right now, okay? Let's see what else we get. Timing. So timing may be an issue here. I feel like there's an energy of divine timing, of kind of bringing this into alignment, into divine timing. I feel like that may be why there's been some struggle here, is because the timing wasn't quite right. I feel like your person had a lot of issues or things to deal with or things to process, right? That they had to, lessons that they needed to learn before they could like fully connect with you. I feel like maybe you've been watching them go through this process as well. Forgiveness. This is very beautiful, gentle, compassionate energy coming out here. So it may be that you need to extend forgiveness to them. I know it's easier said than done, for kind of how they've been showing up for you, right? I really feel like they haven't been letting you in on their process, that they haven't really been connecting with you, that they haven't opened their heart fully to you, okay? So it may be that you need to extend forgiveness, and also that your person needs to forgive themselves. I feel like they are giving themselves like quite a hard time about who they are, about their perceived weaknesses and their struggles. I feel like your person is in a state of struggle right now. That may be reflected in this connection. This connection may feel like a struggle as well. Transmutation, very powerful. This is my Phoenix from the Ashes card. And look at all those bright colours after all that kind of gloomy grey as well. This is my Phoenix from the Ashes card. So if you feel like this is a done deal, this is over, this is ended, there's no more in this, this is something that can really change and transform and kind of grow and level up. This is higher vibrational energy coming in. This is like a lot of information, like spiritual information, spiritual downloads coming in for your person to help them out. Sorry it's so shiny, it's just I've got the studio lights on today. So it's reflecting back at you, but this is something that can kind of be raised from the dead if you feel like it's over and done with, but also into something much better, okay? So not into the same loop, not into the same patterns. The possibility, the opportunity for really positive change, and I'm hearing growth as well, okay, which is really nice. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, I feel like your person has been keeping you at arm's length. I see Leo energy showing up here, maybe Sagittarius and energy as well as Virgo energy. I feel like they've been making you very unhappy. I feel like they've been very inconsistent. I feel like when they're feeling good in themselves, right, they come towards you and they want to date you and experience you and be with you and share with you. It's just like, and then when they feel bad about themselves, when their self-esteem is low or life isn't going how they want to, instead of reaching out to you and connecting you for comfort and to make them feel better, right, to get support and nourishment from somebody who's very kind and loving and supportive and open-hearted, they tend to pull away, okay? And this is very confusing for you, and then they go into their own energy and kind of process it. I feel like there's often an energy of self-pity that they have when they can't kind of cope, when they're not feeling very good, like when their self-esteem is low, or when they... So I feel like this has like resulted in them not meeting your needs, and then you feeling very disappointed about things. I feel like you may also be in that energy of kind of blaming yourself and just thinking, am I not hot enough? Am I not good enough for this person? Sometimes, you know, when you're feeling a bit low yourself, or you're a little bit tired, or when you doubt yourself, okay? But I feel like your self-doubt is a projection, of their own self-doubt. So they kind of have this in their energy field, that they kind of doubt themselves, that they doubt that they have what it takes to kind of make a relationship work or to make you happy. And then they project that onto you a little bit sometimes. But the truth is, you've got it all going on. You're amazing. I feel like you've really maintained your poise in this connection, that you're kind of really committed to your own self-love, to working on yourself. And they see that. They see your value. Okay? They wish that they could be more like you, that they could be more grounded, right? That they could find it within themselves to be able to meet your needs, right, is what I'm seeing. Sometimes they feel like you're better off without them, is what I'm seeing as well. They see you flourishing, is what I'm hearing. They know that you've got a lot going on. Maybe you're starting a business or you're starting a side hustle that's going to be really, really successful, and you've got a lot going on, and they just feel like you'd be better. It's like they know that you are destined for great things, right? This person knows that you are destined for greatness, that you are going to do something, that you're going to make a lot of money, that you're going to create a lot of stability in your life, that you're creating a beautiful life for yourself, whatever that means to you, right? And they know this. And there's something in their energy frequency where they feel like they can't go with you on that journey, that it's something that you are doing for you. Yes, there's an attraction here. Yes, there is a connection here, but they ultimately, they feel, and this may not be the truth, it's just kind of what they feel, or their belief, the lens through which they see things, that they can't come with you on that journey, or they'll never get to your level or where you're at with things. Let's see what else is going on. They broke a promise to you, is what I'm seeing here as well, and I feel like this has caused things to that you don't trust them anymore as well, and that you're not willing to continue this, is what I'm seeing here. I feel like this was either a relationship and you thought that you were exclusive, or that you were of the understanding that this was exclusive and that they were your person, or it may be that you were engaged and they broke the engagement, or they promised to marry you and then they never followed through, is what I'm seeing. So again, I'm seeing somebody who's not acting out of integrity, but I feel like this is someone who has maybe really hurt you or really disappointed you. But what I'm seeing most strongly is like a broken promise in this connection, that there is something here where they promise to be with you, to be true to you, to be your person, to marry you, something like this, and they break that promise, is what I'm seeing, for whatever reason. They either just pulled away or they started something up with somebody else, but this feels like something that's very stuck now, right? You're still involved in each other's energies, still thinking about one another, still feeling each other, but there's just this strong energy of like, this isn't going anywhere, or like there's a bit of a no energy coming from you of just like, I don't want this now. I'm still attracted to you, but yeah, I'm still attracted to you, and I still feel you, or I still love you, but I just don't know how that we can make this work, or I don't know how I can trust you, right? Let's see what else. I see Sagittarius energy here really, really strongly. They want you to know that they're changing. Okay, this phoenix from the ashes sort of situation, okay? I feel like you've really pulled their energy off them and off this situation, and they feel that, and they want you to know that they feel your distance, that they feel like they feel your absence, okay? They also want you to know that they are, that they want forgiveness from you. And they feel like they won't receive that from you, or that you're not open to it, but they're asking for your forgiveness and for your compassion, and they want you to know that they are healing and growing and changing, okay? They also want you to know that they are making progress in assimilating some of these experiences, you know, kind of what it is that you've shared, what is it that I want to say, like the spiritual lessons, okay? So they're making progress in kind of learning these lessons, and they recognize that they've been slow to do that, right? They've had ample opportunities to change, to learn these lessons, to grow, and they haven't done it. And they want you to know that they kind of recognize that they've been slow in doing that. but they are changing. What they don't want you to know is that they've always seen themselves as somebody who's had a lot of options, romantically or sexually, okay? So, and you may recognize that, you know, maybe they're very attractive or just very magnetic, or they've just got away with the ladies or with the guys, whatever it is, right? But what they don't want you to know is that you have captured their heart. And they may not have spoken about this or been particularly open, but the love that they have for you, or the feelings, the emotions, has really taken them by surprise. Okay, so maybe they thought of you as just for fun, or just for pleasure, and yet what they don't want you to know is that really strong feelings have developed, and they also don't want you to know how happy you make them. Okay, that they see that you have got long-term potential, that you are relationship material, that you make them really happy, and that when they're not with you, they feel empty, okay, or they feel a loss or a lack in their life. And they don't want to admit to how much, sort of how strongly they do feel for you and how happy you make them, because it makes them feel a little bit vulnerable, right? Or it makes them feel like they've got all their eggs in one basket. Is what I'm sensing here. But like, out of all those options that they had, or whatever it is that they were entertaining, or, you know, if they saw themselves in this kind of player energy or whatever it is, or if they did act in a way that was out of integrity in the past, you've still captured their heart just by being authentic, right? Just by being your true self. And that they love you, and that they still love you, okay? So I don't know why they don't want you to know this. Maybe it's because they feel like it wouldn't be welcome, that you're not open to this anymore, that they've kind of, there's an energy here that they feel like they've missed the boat, that it's too little too late, that there's no going back, there's no way back from what it is that they've done, or that the way that they've shown up for this connection. They feel like there's no way back to you. Again, that they're asking for your forgiveness, right? But they don't want you to know that they still have very, very strong feelings for you. They're still very much energetically and emotionally connected to you, and that they see you as like everything that they've ever wanted. So there's this energy here where they feel like they can't allow themselves, or that they self-sabotage, right? This connection. So they keep things superficial. They keep things on the surface, right? They keep like these plates spinning where they're just like, they're always looking for outside validation from somebody, and yet from you they get something that is so much richer, so much deeper, so much more nourishing and fulfilling. And they're just like, wow, I didn't know that a connection could feel like this, right? And it has taken them by surprise. And it's taken them by surprise by how much they need you as well. There's this energy here where they feel like not being needy, but they feel like they need you, right? You bring so much goodness to their life, so much joy, so much happiness. They may be a little bit younger than you. They may be being a little bit immature in some way, or just like not as emotionally developed, like emotionally... what do I want to say? Just like they don't have the same kind of emotional capacity that you do. You know, if you're very emotionally intelligent, I just feel like perhaps they're not as good at connecting or expressing their emotions as you are, okay? Okay, I see Taurus and Leo energy here very strongly showing up in your reading. What I'm seeing is that they feel like you are everything, okay? They've had a realization of kind of how they've been holding themselves back, right? Or how they've been sabotaging this connection. They've seen something that they previously haven't seen, okay? What it is your value. This is what they've seen. Previously, they didn't see your worth, they didn't see your value, they didn't see how special you are, or they didn't see like the... you know, how much you could enrich their life or bring to their life, or they didn't know how meaningful that would be, or they didn't see the long-term potential of this, okay? They saw you as, you know, for a good time, not for a long time, or just for fun, right? Or just something to make them feel good and to occupy their time until they moved on to something else. or someone else that took their fancy, but now they realize, right, in their mind that they were wrong. They were wrong to see you through that lens. They were wrong to make those assumptions, right? There's a strong energy here that they've been making assumptions about you, about this connection, and that they were just totally wrong about it. Okay? So they do see your worth now. They see you as someone who is relationship material, who has got long-term potential. And this realization has brought them a lot of clarity, okay? A lot of new understanding about what it is that they want for the future and moving forward. And they want to choose you, is what I'm saying. They didn't know it in the past, and they may have really effed up, but they choose you and they want you and they see you as the one, okay? They see you as elevated, they see you as really special. And there's just so much here that you bring them, so much emotional richness, so much love, right? So much connection to really deep feelings, like the ocean of emotion is what I'm seeing, right? And that you bring them like a lot of joy and happiness. And you've brought them out of a dark time, or like, you've like shown them the error of their ways, you know, that they were connecting in a way that is superficial, that was unhelpful, that wasn't really serving them, that was hurting themselves and other people. You have shown that to them, right? Just by being your authentic self. You are very grounded, you are very authentic, okay? And you're bringing like a lot of happiness. They see a future with you for definite. They see a future with you. Our Spirit is saying go to the Oracle card. So let's take a look. Spirit, which one? This one. Okay. Let's see what else they want to tell you. I don't feel good enough for you. So a lot of this, the way that they've been acting out, if you can see that, this is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, one of the Lumiere decks, is because they feel unworthy. Okay, maybe they've got an unworthiness wound, and there's something about you that makes them feel less than, right? That makes them feel like they don't have what it takes to meet your needs, okay? Or they don't have what it takes. Maybe they feel like they don't have enough money, or they just, they don't have the skills. I see them waking up to the fact that they want to commit to you and that they want you to be their person. I have a secret. This one comes out a lot. I feel like this is really talking to you just about like what it is that we've been discussing, right? You know, that they've been holding on to a lot, that they kind of, instead of talking things through and getting things out in the open, they always just keep a lid on things. And that they've been holding back. But I feel like the secret that they have from you is just like the depth of their feeling right now. It doesn't feel like it's shady, right? It just feels like they don't want you to know how much they really care. You are my destiny. Look at that. This is what I'm seeing in your reading really strongly, is that they see you for the future. That they see long-term potential with you, that they want to commit to you, and that they see you in their future. They can't imagine their future without you. Okay? So they know that you are destined to be together. They do have the potential to change. This situation does have the potential to transform if you're open to those energies. If you want that, obviously it's entirely up to you. It definitely seems like they have hurt you very deeply or disappointed you, right? Due to their behavior, but they want to have a future with you, and that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's everything that I have for you in this reading. It's been quite a deep reading. Do let me know how it resonates down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. If you want to find out more about this connection, I do recommend getting a personal reading. There's nothing like connecting to, getting a personal reading so that someone can connect to your own energy, right? And you can get those questions answered. Will we be together? What are the blocks to our union? Are they cheating on me? Are we twin flames? Whatever your questions are, then a keen psychic can answer them for you and give you the insights and the clarity that you need in your situation. Keen are offering Lumiere subscribers a 10-minute reading for just $1.99. If you are the only person who hasn't taken advantage of that amazing deal, then it is all linked in the description box for you below this video. They also offer a satisfaction guarantee, but remember to choose someone with a 5-star rating and lots of experience on the platform so that you are guaranteed to get a good reading in your situation. All right, but it's been so lovely. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. You take care. Bye-bye.